Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Homeward Bound.
Next time on Shenanigans, beer elementals. Unfortunately, they didn't make the cut here on Hobo.
That is true. So you guys find a tavern. You walk into one of the rooms. It's just a room. It's got like a blanket and a basic bed. Some windows that open out into the town. Shutters in fine, normal condition. And for the first time in a long time, I think you guys sleep in a bed.
This is the first time.
Is it a real bed, or is it a crummy shadow plane version of a bed?
It's a shadow plane version of a bed, but that just makes it generic. So
Are there blankets, or is this like a video game bed that's just like one solid object stamped in the room?
No, there's a thin blanket over it. Here's your rope, William. You got a blanket.
Yes. Thanks, Neal.
You're welcome.
Good idea. You should be a player. Alright, I go to sleep.
Right. You both begin to go to sleep.
Begin? Do we not get all the way there? I miss having the dogs to keep watch.
You crawl into bed in your separate rooms, right? Unless you're sharing a bed. Are you sharing a bed?
No.
We're not sharing a bed. I think we're...
Grimes has a ring of handsomeness, and William is just a handsome guy on his own, and he's tugging at those captain strings of yours.
No, I think
it's a dangerous world, right? There's monsters everywhere.
No, not really. It's pretty safe here.
Yeah.
I tried, chat. I can't get them to go to bed together.
We've got a whole city here. We could have our own separate taverns. I think we're like in rooms across the hall, probably with doors open, in case anything bursts in.
I guess if you feel scared, I'll leave my door open for you.
Oh. Well, let's see if you can resist the call of one another. Make me saving throws versus spell at -2, boys. Or grow too fond of one another.
Oh, God.
That's a pass.
That is not. Am I drawn to William's bed in the night?
More than that, you're just like overcome with this deep sadness and like an unhappiness that tends towards introspection, and you find yourself really focused on your thoughts and who you are and where you are and what your future might hold. You're deeply saddened.
That all seems reasonable. We're here in Shadow Plane. Of course I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Grimes curls up in the fetal position. Maybe he crawls under the bed and sleeps on the floor instead.
Oh.
Like the Castaway where he sleeps on the floor because he's not used to sleeping in beds.
Yeah.
Could you each roll me a d10, please?
Surprise. I'm not surprised.
No.
William might be.
Not even with your penalties for your failed saving throws. So, William, you are less sad and easily fall asleep. Grimes, your sadness draws you under your bed when you hear something in the hallway outside. It's like can you hear this? No, it's too quiet. It's like a sliding sound, like a snake pulling itself along the ground, or like a person prone crawling on the ground. There's like a sliding motion.
Am I able to act normally, or am I too depressed to get out from under the bed?
It takes you a moment to really place the sounds, but you can act normally.
Me too, or am I surprised?
No, you're
I
asleep.
think you're asleep. But I poke my head out from under my bed and look out my open door, and I say, William, is that you?
It is...
Heart beating out of my chest, momentarily shaken from my depression at the thought of William sliding down the hall.
Just snaking along the hallway for a laugh.
The stone legs acting up. You're better off just crawling on your hands.
I just want to feel flesh on floor.
Yeah.
If there's no immediate response, I'll crawl out from under the bed and walk towards the door.
Yeah, you get towards the door. You can peer down the hallway. The hallway looks empty, but you have this unsettling feeling that you're not alone, that there's something in this hallway, and you can hear it. Give me an eavesdrop check.
Is William's door open? Is William awake?
The door is open, so you can call to each other.
I don't call. First, I listen.
There is something
are there any penalties?
coming. No, there's no penalties. There's something in this hallway right now. You can't see it, but there's something in the hallway.
With the eavesdrop, can I like echolocate it enough to know where it is?
The right side of the hallway. William's door is the next door to the left, and this thing is on the right side, probably within 15 feet of you.
Are there shelves, desks, hooks? Like, what's the furniture in my bedroom? Where's my stuff?
There is a desk. Or not a desk, what would you call it? A table in the room with a single chair. There's a footlocker at the bottom of the bed. There's a hook on the back of the door to hang a coat. And there's a bed and there's a piss pot.
All right. I think I go, maybe it's on my desk, maybe hanging from the hook. I grab my crossbow and the sheath. Step back into the hall, load up a bolt.
And as you step back into the hall, something becomes visible before you as it tries to bite you. Something blue and purple and green with many eyes and mouths.
How many rounds later is this? Oh god, I don't like the looks of that thing.
Fair. Or fair?
Except for there's no color. Right, there's no color,
I was
so
always
it's
too
all
lazy
gray.
to use the psionic rules, so I never bothered using that monster.
They have no psionics. I know, I've never really used one either. But why don't you roll me initiative against this creature to see... Oh, I guess it comes visible when it makes its attack. So I guess it will probably get its attack off first.
I'm acting. I mean, I know it's there. I think I should still get to roll initiative.
Yeah, why don't we have you guys roll initiative? I think you passed your surprise roll.
Is this the same round, or is this a different round? What's the timeline here?
Well, why don't we declare this the start of a new round, and we'll just have the other one having like a weird half round.
So then my crossbow is loaded, so I have initiative of 1. Yeah.
Yes. Because you loaded it as you were coming out into the hallway, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll happen to have a fair token, do I? Appear to... No. No, I don't have anything even remotely resembling this monstrosity. So we're gonna do...
Here, I'll draw one for you.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Well played, Ryan.
Beautiful.
I think you just found a way to make some money while you're job hunting.
Yeah.
Throw in roll 20 tokens.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's better, yeah.
Where'd crimes go?
+3. So it goes at 10. What was your initiative roll?
Sorry,
5?
I was 5. I can add myself that. Oh, you got it.
There we go. I got you. Yeah. You see this thing, and
I think
it begins to appear.
I think I shoot it point blank with a crossbow as it's becoming visible.
I think
or
that's
something
exactly
like that.
what happens,
So I win the
yeah.
initiative. I don't know if I'm so I think I crossbow in hand. I come back into the hallway looking for it, and it starts like materializing as it gets me or as it attacks me. I'll go ahead and pull the trigger and shout, "William!" I don't have point blank or anything, but a 23 ought to hit.
23 does hit. Yes.
Doesn't clear by 10, I assume.
Does not.
Oh, did these do extra? Did we decide they do the D6 fire damage?
Yes.
Oh, come on, roll 20. What are you doing?
Nice.
So it's actually 14 points of damage.
Ooh.
As I pull the trigger, shoot it point blank with a ethereal crossbow bolt.
I half open my eyes. Grabs, try and get some sleep. And I look into the hall.
You are still asleep, so maybe you grumble that. Unless Grimes,
I
you
shouted.
You shouted. Okay, you shouted. Yeah,
I feel
William,
like
give
you
me a
should get to
perception
roll
check.
something to wake up and join next round.
Yeah, just a standard perception check. Pass is
Oh,
you are
come on.
woken.
I would wake up if he shouts my name.
You're at what, 2 HP, and you haven't slept in a bed in like 5 years?
It's all a dream. All a
It's all a
nightmare.
dream, William. It's all a dream. We'll get increasing perception checks at massive bonuses until you wake up, because once the battle begins, it'll be noisy. A little more noisy.
I assume we're not wearing armor here, by the way, since we are sleeping in a bed. But I don't know. Maybe we are.
Maybe William's not. Ryan?
Yeah.
Would Grimes be comfortable in a bed?
If you
We've slept in our armor for months, but I think we would have taken off our armor to rest, right?
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah.
It's like you're on your own,
Alright.
Ryan.
The beast reaches
I'll
out
be dead
with
soon enough.
one of its jaws and bites at you with a 19 to hit.
If only I were wearing armor.
So that he will bite you for 7 points of damage. And additionally, those who witness the attack must make a saving throw versus spell or be consumed by fear. So this thing is a weird, jiggly monster thing. And it might be disconcerting or uncomfortable to look at, or maybe even a little frightening. But when it bites you, when you see it bite you, you are overcome with supernatural fear, and you'll need a saving throw to resist it.
Are you considered your own witness?
Yes, you are witness to the attack.
Okay.
Have you removed its HP from its token?
No, I have not removed the HP from the... What did it do? 14?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
What type of saving throw am I failing?
Paralyzation, poison, or death?
You're pretty low on HP there, Grimes.
Yeah. Low on AC, low on HP.
How much HP are you on? You should be on more than 5,
I
right?
do pass. I'm at 7 after that attack.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So it bites into you. You can hold on to yourself, but you can feel the terror rising within. And let's roll initiative.
Can I roll another perception check?
Yeah. Why don't we do it? And if you pass, you can roll into initiative in this round.
Bonus?
Bonus of 2.
Nope.
Is that including the plus 2?
Yes.
Oh, you have
God.
7 perception? Yeah, I think William sleeps like a log. So far, the only sounds have been maybe a cry and the twang of a crossbow bolt. The fear itself does not make much noise. Fear is always silent. Ryan?
I'm feeling kind of depressed. I kind of
Yes.
just want to curl up and die.
Yes.
My weapons are across the room. I guess I waste around and get eaten.
That is the effect of its emotion control spell.
I think
It has made
withdrawing
you
is
sad.
probably better than. Yeah, I think I need to withdraw, like to move defensively, get to my weapons. But I can't make any attacks this turn. Shouting for William. Actually, is it between me? Where is it? Are we out in the hallway or are we in my room?
You're in the hallway. It's to the right of your door. William is to the left of your door.
How long does the sadness last? My initiative penalties might actually.
Ooh.
Whatever. All right. So can I get to William's room as easily as I can get to mine?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. And then I will withdraw into William's room and
Yeah, you can wake
shouting
him
for
up if you're in
William,
the room.
rousing him awake, taking whichever sword is at hand, probably the flame sword.
Sure. So you can grab his flame sword, wake him up. He'll go last in the round as
No,
the,
Yaramir, it's not my watch yet.
as the fear comes into
Yes,
the room.
Yaramir's dead. It's always your watch. Wake the hell up, William.
Huh? I open my eyes. What the fuck is that?
Yes. What the fuck, indeed.
Okay, I get
is
to my feet and grab my stuff.
the fear's turn. It will come into the room and bite at Grimes again. A bite attack.
It's a monster, so there's no opportunity attacks, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's going to be an 18 to hit.
GG.
It will bite into you for 2 and 3 is 5 damage. And both of you will need to make me saving throws versus...
oh, fuck.
Oh, actually...
Once you pass, I'm good, right?
Oh, I gotta read the...
I would argue that William hasn't gone yet, so he's still waking up and is not able to bear witness.
True
Does
story.
he witness the attack of either type? So does he see the fear? Didn't he say, "Oh, what the fuck is that"? Isn't that him
say
sighting
that.
the creature?
But I then turn around to the other side of the bed to get my shield and weapon, and therefore don't see it.
Why don't you make me the save at +4 then, to see if you might not actually be witnessing it?
I will take.
Do
this.
I need to roll a save again, or since I've already passed, am I fine from the fear?
I pass.
Why don't you roll the save at +2? You've witnessed it once before, but it's still a magical effect overcoming you.
That feels
maybe
like
not overcoming.
BS to me. Like usually when you pass a save versus Dragon Fear, you're fine for the entire encounter. Like it seems like eventually you'll fail to save if you have to roll it every single round you fight this thing.
This creature is called a fear, so if it inspires fear on bite attacks, that sort of is in vogue,
Okay.
in line
Alright,
with
fine.
it.
Okay, so I'm feared.
You are feared, yes.
This is like the opposite of BS 5e, roll a save every round until you shake off the whole person.
Right, instead it's...
Roll a save every round until you fail.
Yeah.
And then no more saves.
When a fear spell is cast, the wizard sends forth blah blah blah. Affected creatures do.
Do I run? Do I drop the weapon I just wasted the whole of last round getting?
Quite possibly, yes. Affected
you
creatures
won't
are
be.
likely to drop whatever they're holding when they're struck by the spell. The base chance is 60% at first level, and this probability goes down by 5% per level. So you're level 12?
12, yeah.
So you have a 0% chance of dropping your weapon.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, no, hold on. It goes down. So you have a 5% chance of dropping, because the first level doesn't count.
But I have to run, don't I?
Yes, but give me a D100 and don't roll a 5. Ooh. You are terrified. You will flee at the fastest rate for a number of melee rounds equal to whatever this says in the book. So, William, you get to your feet. You get to act at the end of this round.
Great.
What do you do,
Okay.
William?
I grab my shield. I grab my rune blade. I step onto the bed. And I attack it
Okay.
twice. And with my shield. Okay, yes.
Okay, yeah.
So
I
attacks
hear
this
the
round,
things.
yeah? Okay.
The shield takes a round to put on, though, so you can probably just get the sword attacks.
27 and 33.
The 27 is a hit. The 33 is a single crit.
Ready for this, Neal.
Yeah.
Just calculating because it's so much numbers.
You think you can do 51 points of damage? No.
45.
Holy shit, plus 30? I guess you do plus 15 on a hit, right?
Yep.
Holy shit, your
Wait, what is that, plus 30?
Well, it's 2 attacks. It's plus 15 on each. 1 crit and 1 normal.
Yeah. All right, you hack into the creature. It begins to split apart. It begins to bleed on the ground. Small new eyes begin to appear in the sides of it that have split apart. The little wavy bits on the head start to go wild all over the place and spread across the creature. Its tentacles grow longer, but it
Wait.
like-
Sorry. One question though. I get +1 for high ground because I'm on the bed. So would that 27 be a crit?
No.
Okay.
Last round I used my action to withdraw.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So I could have kept withdraw. I can keep withdrawing, right?
Yes.
And I was feared. I think
Yes.
that I continued to run from the creature, not provoking OAs, and either leap out the window or or circle around the bed, get out the hallway, something.
The creature's blocking
So
the doorway, so out the window it is.
Okay. So
You're on the second
either
floor,
baiting it-
so I guess you can hang and drop.
Either baiting it out the window or yeah.
All right, so Grimes
Or it'll
flees.
turn and
It's William and
does
the
it pursue
fear.
me or does it stay with?
Oh, it stays with William.
Okay.
So
Initiative?
William, will you roll me initiative against the fear because Grimes is gone.
Can you describe
Wait.
for me the fear effects again? I have to move at maximum movement rate.
You must move at maximum movement rate for 2d6 rounds.
Before I roll my initiative, I declare a block with my second attack.
Okay.
Shit.
Thank God you declared that block, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it goes to bite you, and you make a block attempt.
Okay, remind us how this works.
Make me roll to hit, and we'll figure it out from there. You want to succeed with the lowest number possible, is I think, how it goes. So you want to roll like a 4 or a 5 or something.
Shouldn't be a problem. Roll them all day.
Okay, it rolls 23. You roll a 36, so you succeed, but with your base die is much higher than its. Let me check the combat tactics to see how
Fuck.
exactly this works. I think
I might.
your block is missed and it bites you.
This encounter was bullshit.
I might be dead.
I feel like you've been saying that for like the entirety of Homeward Bound, Ryan.
Well,
Yeah.
Is Homeward Bound just a series of bullshit things, a bullshit crap
Kind
that DM
of.
throws? Okay, when a character
I'm still salty about the roll saving throws versus fear until you fail situation.
Yeah,
but-
well, it's a high level monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. When a character tries to block an attack, he or she makes an attack roll against AC 16. Her opponent makes a normal attack roll against her armor class. The strike is blocked if the character succeeds with a lower roll than her enemy succeeded with. And since we're gonna say lower roll on the die because we're not using Thaco,
Yeah.
but it should be the lower roll on the die.
so
Thaco
it
failed.
rolled lower than a
Anyways,
15.
Yeah, they rolled lower than a 15. If the blocking
they still
character
hit?
failed,
I guess
they rolled a 23. Yeah. Blocking character failed, but her attempt succeeded. It's a hit despite the block attempt. All right. So you will take damage, William. You will
Shit.
take 5 points of damage and go unconscious
Oh, fuck.
as Grimes is fleeing.
Yeah, why don't you just take over my character and describe for us what happens?
Here's not your card. Excellent. Excellent. So Grimes, you're bolting through the streets of the city when, after a period of time, the fear effects wear off and your terror comes to a complete and sudden magical halt. And you realize you've left William in the building with a monster that feeds on fear.
William! I shout. Looking back.
Okay, so William, what are you at when you go down?
-1.
Oh, okay. So it'll take Grimes. You run back to the building. Do you go through the front door, or do you try and jump up to the second story window that you can see
I'm
still
feeling the
open?
depression for real. I'm feeling hopeless, out of character.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what I don't know, man. Like you take over my character for 2d6 rounds, and I wind up how fast can I run? Like I'm like a mile down the road.
I mean, if you run for 3 rounds, then it's 3 rounds later when you get back, right?
Was it 3 rounds? Was it 6? I don't know.
It was 3 on the die. So you're back 6 rounds later. You burst in through the front door, I suppose, and come up to the room to find the creature laying on William. Sort of like its eyes are rolling back in its heads, its tentacles are waving in ecstasy. The creature is literally feeding on his fears as he dies. And William, you are dying in terror. All of your worst fears are coming to life. You're in a series of endless nightmares. Whatever it is that terrifies you the most is what you've been experiencing as this thing sits on your face and absorbs its life through your fear.
You have to wonder what William's fucking worst fears are at this point after everything he's been through. There's some horrific dreams.
What are your worst fears, William?
I mean, I don't know. My initial thing is like visions of my wife sleeping with this other guy that Ryan was talking about in the last episode when we were talking about that.
That's probably how it starts, because that's nice and easy, right? That's a low-grade fear.
Yeah, I don't know. And he's literally been to hell and back. Like, what? I mean, can he conjure up more terrifying? Maybe it's, maybe he's like stood in front of a beholder and his legs are turning to stone again, but it's like slowly creeping up further and further up his body.
And then you see your father-in-law standing behind the beholder, laughing at you because he sent you off on this mission to die so he could take all of your stuff. And now he's standing behind the boulder as you slowly are petrified, joining in laughter while your best friends line up behind him to sleep with your wife.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah, and then Amelie is your daughter, and she's falling off the cliff. But it's your daughter, and you forgot to tie a rope to her, and you're such a bad father. And there she is falling and splatting, but then she falls again and splats again, and now it's the other daughter, and she's falling and splattering on the ground.
Oh, God.
But Grimes, you see this creature writhing in ecstasy over William's body.
Does it sense me walk into the room? Sense my sadness, my anguish, quickly turning to rage.
I guess, William, roll me a 1d10 to see if the creature is surprised by Grimes' presence. No, it is not surprised. Its eyes roll forward as it sees Grimes. I guess it's time for one last initiative roll.
I think this is still an ambush, even if it turns to see me, right? This has been 7 rounds of combat, and I got 1 random shot with a crossbow, otherwise 0 actions.
Yeah. I guess your crossbow is loaded, and you pop around the corner.
I've got a flame blade in my hand, and then there's another on the floor next.
Flame blade in your hand.
Yeah.
All right,
I
you
ran
pop
with
into
flame
the
blade
room.
and didn't drop it.
You pop into the room. Its eyes open to focus on you, but your momentum carries you forward.
Right.
You hit it.
That's probably all it needs, right?
Yeah.
But I guess I might as well pick up the rune blade off the floor and take a second attack at it.
Yeah, and let's roll some damage, because I guess you could roll... Technically, you could roll below its HP still. It's unlikely.
Yeah, right. This is a 19 hit it? Well, maybe... I don't know if it matters, but...
No, a 19 will not hit it.
What is its HP?
It was 6, so you will kill it by 1. Yeah, it had 6 left.
So, right, the flame blade just deals d12 with no extra bonuses.
Correct.
D12 plus 3. Plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay.
Yes.
So
is it plus 3 to hit as well?
Yes.
Those are 26.
Okay, so you easily hit it then. And
and
slash
I deal 10
into
damage.
it.
And then a 19 will hit an unconscious creature.
I was going to say, it doesn't go unconscious. It evaporates and vanishes. Unlike the other things, it literally from the top down just like fizzles and disappears into the air around you. It is a creature of emotion and magic. And when it dies, it just depletes back into the air around you.
And William is bleeding to death?
Yes, from a very real gash in his leg. What do you have to save him?
He's taken everything from us. Curse you, gods. I guess I have a 50-50 chance of stabilizing him.
No, wait. There has to be something better than a 50-50 chance. Do we not have something? I don't know what it is.
Isn't it an int check to stabilize a dying creature?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
This is how Forrest died. Except we both failed it when Forrest died.
What if I phase him with the spirit blades? Will the bleeding stop? Does it reduce the damage by 1 and so that he never bleeds to death?
That's an interesting concept. Why don't we try the regular medicine check first before we resort to experimental injecting of bleach into the body?
Fucking hell. I can't watch.
Oh,
my
God. Is there a 10? No, if it was, yeah, let's see. 10. There's no way to get any bonus on this, is there?
Wait, there is. If you're holding the rune blade right, it gives you a +1 on saves.
That's not a save, it's an ability check.
It might be, though.
He's got a +1 on his saves. Do any of my magic items secretly give me a bonus to int or to stat checks?
Not yet. But maybe you're holding an amulet of +1 to int with 3 gemstones in it?
+1 for love?
The power of love.
A +1 for love, huh?
I mean...
In the nightmares that you've been having, does Grimes's love give him a +1 to save William? I mean, it would have to be... Grimes would have to admit that his adoration for his captain is beyond just a simple soldier's love for his leader. I think Grimes would have to admit things to himself that maybe he has been denying if he were to get a +1 for love.
You're an asshole. You are the fear. You're just getting off on our emotions. So Grimes has kind of blacked out for the last 6 minutes, breaking my immersion. But now we're standing over the unconscious, bleeding body of Williams, tearing the blankets to shreds to make bandages and wrap him up. Stop the bleeding. William, stay with me. Shaking him, feeling for a pulse.
Slowly ebbing away.
William, you can't die.
What do you got for us, Brian? Experimental technology? Is there
3 magic
any
words?
hope? Is Matrigal here? Or is this...
Are the shadow
rules
demons doing
moment?
anything? Do I see the one leaving his body? Is there one inside of me? Can I use its intelligence instead of my own?
Are you asking the creature inside of you to help you?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't sound like that's what you were intending. I didn't mean to...
No.
I thought that's what you were hinting at.
No.
Okay.
Oh, how old is Grimes? That's an interesting question. No,
it
it's
is.
like 30. I'm like 36.
How long have we been on the demon plane for, though? You might have got that +1 int, +1 wisdom by now.
You'd have to be 45 or something.
How long were we on the demon plane, though? Could have been 45.
Not 9 years. Do you have any ideas, Brian?
I'm looking up rules. I'm pretty sure each character only gets 1 attempt to stabilize, but
Yeah.
on death's door. Where does it say it even needs an intelligence check?
Oh. You have to bring back Faris right now.
That might be, I mean, that must be house rules, but that we've been running with.
I think it's under the critical hits bleeding section to mitigate bleeding damage.
Oh, okay. hovering on death's door rule just says if the only it just says the only action is to bind his wounds, blah blah blah.
But it doesn't say what a roll to bind wounds is.
Doesn't even imply that there is a roll, but this is the hovering on death's door from DMG. Okay, so there's probably a different one in combat tactics.
Let's see.
I've got a few rounds, so if the bleeding doesn't stop with a simple bind, we'll go through some items.
I think it's time to go through the items. If a wound is bound by an untrained character, make an intelligence check for the would-be medic. If he fails, he is unable to help. But that's under the critical hits section.
Okay. Does rope use not count as training? Anyways, I will.
Well, you know, but Neal, if that's in the critical, that's for stabilizing like minor bleed and major bleed and stuff like that, right? Not for bleeding out.
That's true.
They're the rules we've been going with. I will try the shove a spirit blade into his hand.
It bit me on the leg, did it, Neal?
I don't remember where I said, but your legs are stone, so that wouldn't have had any effect on you, so that definitely couldn't have bitten you in the leg.
Oh, right. That is what you said, but okay. You know, maybe it's hard to bleed to death through your leg.
And then he bit you on the stomach or the arm or whatnot.
Okay.
I'll try to put a spirit blade in his hand.
Okay. You press the blade into his hand. You can see the dragging effects of his body as you move his arm. You can see the knot in his corpse, the ropes that bind to him.
Does it slow the bleeding? Does it soak up bleeding damage?
I don't think so. I would really love that to work right now, but I think it doesn't. It absorbs the first point of incoming damage, not necessarily damage from within, you know? Yeah.
William, you don't have any more potions or anything, right?
Nah. The only things I've got are the +1 from the sword and the ring. That could potentially help. Fucking hell.
Yeah, and the rules as written, it says this loss of hit points can be avoided if there's someone with a healing proficiency to tend to the patient.
Cauterizing a wound with a flame blade? That sounds like more damage than it's gonna stop.
You'll probably bring him over the limit before you heal him. If the character's death is prevented by binding his wounds or healing him, the character is completely helpless for at least 24 hours. Yep. Well,
I guess there's nothing to do. So
William
I think
just going to bleed to death.
Yeah.
Is there no...
Grimes collapses on top of William. Blood spilling everywhere. Unable to stop the bleeding. Grimes begins to weep. William, you can't leave. I need you. I shake him. Look up to the sky, ceiling, out the window. Curse you! William, you can't leave me. Not like this. Not like this. And I guess William continues to bleed as Grimes drapes himself over his body, weeping. You can't leave. I love you.
He is all but dead. -9 hit points. But his heart thuds on slowly, weakly. But it's there.
The power
But
of
he's
love,
barely
right?
there.
God, somehow this is worse than Malachi, I mean. Oh my god.